This video is for young men all across Guyana and the world in general. Under the theory survival of the fittest, it is a social theory. Young men are not encouraged, they're not motivated, they're not empowered to take up the future in their own hands. Yes, survival is easy, but under survival of the fittest, uh, to take up to take up survival itself seems very difficult because through consumerism we tend to depend so much on another. This dependency spirit has ruined, has demotivated young men in this age and time. However, you must take it in your own hands. We feel that, young men generally feel that the world is controlling them. They feel more or less like objects, always controlled by another. But let me tell you, continue to do first class gardening. Gardening is the single most powerful thing that you can do to have to have relief from survival of the fittest, to break free from the dependency of others. Food, if someone controls food, they control that person's life. So, gardening, the planting of fruits, vegetables, and herbs, not ensures that there is food on the plate, bond between families, but there's positivity existing personally and within the family. The way food is controlled, or controlling someone's food, can control their entire life because it is the basic thing that supports survival. It is the foundation of survival. So, I like to encourage all young men, no matter what, consumerism is going to target one thing. They're going to target how you perceive gardening, consciously or unconsciously. But you, be strong. Always think about how to do good gardening and cooperate and do so. Okay? So, gardening is topmost. Gardening is the most is man's way of taking control of his family, his personal self, and his future. It is man's way of ensuring that the society is stable. It is man's way to ensure that one person does not take an advantage over another. So this is very important. And at the meeting, there was a meeting Friday last, and I mentioned this. In fact, it was a workshop, and I mentioned that the importance of being independent. No man should tell another man that I will take care of your food supply. When you go to buy food, basic fruits, vegetables, and water from another man, that doesn't make any sense. Every man should take control, secure his supply of fruit, vegetables, and water, and don't depend on another man for that. Yes, there are some commodities definitely you have to depend on, like grains and so on, grains, wheat, and so on. But fruits, vegetables, and herbs are a must to be taken control of, to appropriate by every man. So this is my little message, and uh, and once again, I like to encourage all young men to be brave, be like a lion, to stand strong, and take control of your future. Do not let another person dictate what you should do, especially when it comes to your survival. You're going to become a husband one day. You're going to have to take care of your family. You're going to have to take care of your kid, your son, your daughter. When you leave the home, what is going to be the situation with your family at home? When they're hungry, what will they do? You must have a proper garden and a wonderful bond between or wonderful cooperation between the members of the family so that at any given time that your family is hungry, they can they can go to the garden, get some fruits, vegetables, and along with the grains at home, put that together and have a good meal. When this happens, the family becomes very strong. When the husband comes home, he sees a very happy, cooperative family based on meaningful activity of growing a garden. And this is very important. Okay, so in this age and time, men go home, the family is broken, everybody's on a cell phone, there's no proper food on the plate, everything is in a plastic bag, and even the water you have to buy. This indicates that men are being brainwashed. People who call themselves educators are just educators indirectly supporting consumerism, supporting dependency, especially for basic supplies, food. So we must cooperate amongst each other. We must listen to persons who encourage independence, young men having independence over food, independence so that their family can be peaceful and happy. We must always listen to such people. Okay, so I wish you guys all the best. I'm not a perfect person in presenting, but as time goes by, I hope I can continue to listen to your questions, give important perspectives, because a strong man means a strong family. A man that is empowered to take survival in his own hands will have the greatest motivation, will have the greatest encouragement to face his future. So all young men should be always enthused and always ready to face the future. Okay? And there's another point I'd like to make before I just cut off here. And it was, and take a pause here. Yes, if a country is stinking, stinking means it is full. If it is stinking with skills and knowledge, but it doesn't have feelings, which is man's superpower, then that country will actually stink in reality. Yeah, I use that word stink, and I'm just gonna say that again, maybe in simpler ways. If a country is full of knowledge and skills and these kind of things, then what is the use? What is going to become of the country if there is no feelings? From feelings there is cooperation. From feelings there is self-sufficiency. From feelings there is contentment. So the superpower of any human being is feelings. Cooperation, contentment, self-sufficiency. These are all sub superpowers that comes under feelings. People are, because of under survival of the fittest, they talk about the young men need skill, the young man needs knowledge. No, that is not enough. That's just separate. But the bigger picture of feelings to ensure their survival is the most important of all. At the end of the day, survival has to be achieved, the family has to live peaceful and happy, and there must be simplicity, contentment, and self-sufficiency. So encourage all of you to continue to associate with persons. Yes, I will actually, it's difficult for me to make these videos because I'm not, it's not documented. I have to speak out of my head, all right? But as time goes by, I will definitely clarify a lot of points. All the best. You guys take care.